How's everybody's Sunday evening going? Well, we are hanging out in Indiana. It's been a long couple of weeks after the truck got out of the shop. Y'all hear me okay? Got the doors open because it is a nice, I don't even know what the temperature is outside, but it's cool and the wind's blowing. It's great. Very nice. Northeast Indiana. How's everybody's evening going? Kept hearing something. It sounded like a lawnmower, but it's a helicopter. I literally have an airport right next to me. I don't know if y'all heard that, but it sounded like a lawnmower echoing off the building. Who else in here this evening? Y'all be safe if you're driving. Don't type. Don't do all that good stuff. Hopefully y'all are done for the evening. What's up, F8 Trucking? How's it going? How's life treating you? What's up, Richard Anderson? We're just hanging out in the truck. We have an exciting week coming up. Ah, what up, Buttercup? Tell your wife happy birthday. Did you deliver that trailer full of love for her? Running to St. Louis to drop doubles. Nice. It's one thing I haven't done is doubles. I've never done anything like that. What's going on, trucking up? They're just hanging out in the old truck. Next week is a huge week in the softball world, so we're doing, softball World Series, all that kind of stuff. So it's a busy week. Won't be a whole lot of content coming out. Chilling out outside Chicago. Nice. I know where that is, dude. You're still there. This is good. How's it going, man? How is life treating you, creepy bushman? I haven't really seen anything. You do anything on YouTube lately in a long time. I keep touching the screen for the comments to come up. Yeah, we're in Northeast Indiana, just chilling, waiting for tomorrow morning so I can unload all these, whatever it is I have AC parts. Loaded with 16 tons of love and a set of keys for my homie B. Like, that's right. Did you get them back to him? That's, it would have been way cheaper just to overnight the keys in like a box. I mean, you probably could have done it cheaper for an Uber. Just had somebody deliver it versus the driving all the way back. But I understand you gotta do what you gotta do. I still have not washed my truck. So if he gets on here, you let him know that. And nothing's polished either. Do have a coppers hanging out across the street. I know he was watching me when I came back from a walk. I did like 5.5 miles today, walking around, which is nice, but I don't have PC, so I can't drive anywhere unless I start my clock, which is dumb. So we walk. Plus walking's healthy, right? Walking is good. You like doing doubles? Who was that? What was his name? Kevin? You like Kevin? You like Kevin? Doubles, you like Kevin? Bored switching jobs. Oh, you're talking to F8. Nice. Life's good at Landstar. Nice. I've never done it. I've been to a lot of like FedEx and UPS places where they, the DCs where they swap all that. And it's interesting watching them drive around and hook up the doubles and all that kind of stuff, but I've never done it. What do you mean that's where you're headed? Where are you headed to? Trucking up? Abandoned pea jug. You poor thing. Been working in asphalt, busy season. Nice. Oh, you're headed to Landstar. Good. Sweet. Let me know when you get over here. So you're still doing the whole dump truck thing, huh? You still working for that same company that took you down to Florida? That was a pretty sweet little gig. I'm glad to hear you're still working out, I guess. Inspection tomorrow, then orientation. Nice. How long did it take you from the point you signed up or filled out the application? Because I know on my end it was right at a month, but I started the week after Thanksgiving. So the whole week of Thanksgiving was like a waste. But 2 months, yeah, that sounds about right. That's rough, especially if you're not working. I worked up until the week before Thanksgiving. So nice. You get to hang out with your daughter. That's pretty awesome, dude. Glad you're back home. Yeah, I was living in Grand Rapids at the time, and I drove down to Indianapolis. Where's orientation going to be for you? Because those guys in Indianapolis, they went to Cracker Barrel all the time. Oh, Pennsylvania. I've seen the location, but I've never been there. At least I've seen the old one. I don't know if it's still there. North of 80, I think. But yeah, it's been a while. Thank y'all to who, y'all the ones who donated for my daughter's softball trip. Appreciate it. 4 hours from home. Yeah, that's about what it was for me. Yo, Jennifer P in the house. I don't know why it says that instead of, what was it? What was your other handle say? Oh, it's the name of the... Wow, I can't remember. What was the other handle? Chaos on the move. Wow, that took a minute. It's been a long day. Not really. A lot of walking. Oh. Yeah, thank y'all to y'all of those who donated. We appreciate it. Daughter appreciates it. She is excited to go to the World Series and have some spending cash. So, mowed some yards, made some money. Got criticized by some people because she's a 10-year-old girl mowing yards, but she's earning that money. She's already got one regular customer that she's gonna start doing every week. So that's pretty neat. She's excited, and I'm excited. I'm proud of her. Proud of my wife, helping her out and teaching her the right way. Nowadays, everybody just wants money. Doesn't want to work. Doesn't want to do anything for it. Expect a handout. Y'all know that. I'm excited. My wife and my kids are headed up here. So y'all be careful, please. Who else is in here? I think my internet's terrible. Something's wrong. Da, 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 da. I was hoping some of the guys that had questions as far as the AC system and all that would jump on here. Hey, he deserves all the praise. He is the reason we are living today. That's a fact. Definitely give God all the praise. Thankful for all of it. Mike Cook. How's it going? Eric Vanette. I haven't seen that name in a while. How are you doing, Eric? These cops found a little hidey hole across the street. They like sit in between the trees. It's I'll show you. take this thing off. Turn this camera around. Wait for it. Boom. There. There he is. There was 2 of them there earlier. They just keep driving off, and somebody else will park there. Not a whole lot's been going on. Just been trucking, making money. Trying to, at least. Recoup from the month of being off. With the truck in the shop. Yeah, and the differential going down. How's it going? Raiden. We're in Northeast Indiana. Oh, he's on the move. He's got one of those brand new Ford Explorers. I like those. I think they're pretty sharp. Must have got a call or something. He's in a hurry. Oh, man. You know, the one thing I don't have in my truck is a shower. I need a shower. Or like one of those portable showers that you can put up outside. That would be fantastic. Yes. Because after walking 5.5, 6 miles, whatever it is today that I've walked, a little sweaty. A little funky. If I left Landstar, where would I go and why? I don't know that I'd leave Landstar. If I left Landstar, I have to give that some thought. I really don't know. I've thought about trying to go to another company where they assist you with dispatching and stuff like that. Because there for a while before my truck went down, I was having issues with like finding loads, and it was just a battle of calling agents and the load's covered, and even though it just got posted, or the load's available, but it picks up the next day, or it says it's $4 a mile, but in reality it's only $2 a mile because there's 6 more stops that they didn't tell you about, and it's going to take all week to go 600 miles because the way the stops are laid out. Just crap like that. Like, I got frustrated, and I looked at a couple other like smaller companies that have some dedicated freight, but I don't know. I have no reason to leave Landstar right now. I have no desire to do that. I don't know. I honestly have no idea where I'd go. If Landstar called and said, hey, we're terminating your contract, I would probably panic and try to find somewhere to go. Yeah, Schneider has a good lease operation, but the problem is your truck has to be so new. And I have an 07, and they want something that's like so many years old. Like, they want new trucks. Are Landstar only giving loads to their drivers, or does Landstar use normal brokers? So the Landstar agents are, for the most part, independent contractors, just like we are. They get a 1099, so they're not like Landstar, a big Landstar building with a whole bunch of agents inside, and they're all, putting loads out there and trying to give them to their particular drivers. So Landstar does not have their own drivers. They don't have company guys. There are agents and other truck drivers out there that have people working for them. So I could have 10 trucks, and I could have a business rolling at Landstar, and everybody just trucks like I do at Landstar, or other owner-operators. But as far as Landstar, like, giving freight to their own drivers, it's not really a thing like a lot of people think it is, unless the agency has their own trucks. So, I mean, ABC agency might put freight on the load board for, me and other drivers to see, or they might just, give the freight to their own 4 or 5 trucks or whatever they have. So I do know drivers that are not company guys for agencies, but they're still, at least on at Landstar, they're still contracted. They are still doing the same thing I'm doing, but they got dedicated freight. So it's they do a dedicated lane for this agent. I've done some of that stuff in the past. for other agents. Usually it's auto parts or mail or something like that. So yeah, I knew they were all owner operators. I didn't know that their brokers were all 1099 though. Thanks for the answers. Yeah, it's I found that out not too long ago. Landstars, they only make a small percentage from the line haul. And so I hear a lot of drivers, BCOs and other people that don't know Landstar or haven't been at Landstar or are new or confused about Landstar, whatever you want to call it. They think that the agents are keeping money, or the load pays $2,000, but the agent is saying, oh, well, they only want to pay $18. So the agency is keeping $2,000 or $200 for themselves, when in fact the agencies don't even see the money. The money never crosses through their hands. It's all billed directly to Landstar or for Landstar. And then the other thing is that they make a percentage based on the load, or they make a flat rate on the load. So obviously things are subject to change, but this, from what I understand after talking to some agencies or other agents, and this a wide variety of agents that I've talked to, they make anywhere between 7 and like 15% of the line haul. So the higher the line haul, the better it is for them. The higher the line haul, the worse it is for us, because Landstar gets 35%, or if you have your own equipment, they get a different percentage. But for you coming over here and you're using their plates, their trailers, you're getting 65% of the line haul only. Or see, y'all are gonna get me fired up. Landstar's been good to me, and I don't have any issues with Landstar, other than the fact that they like to put their hands on certain things that they shouldn't. I feel like they shouldn't be putting their hands on. Truck order not used, Landstar gets 35% of that. It's $150. It's not much, but when I have to drive somewhere to pick up a load and then it cancels, why does Landstar get 35% of that? I don't understand. Detention and layover, Landstar gets 35% of that as well. And they get 35% of the line haul. You get 100% of fuel surcharge, tolls, loading and unloading, and let's see here. I think that's it. Yes, stop pay. Landstar gets a portion of that. So you get $75 per stop, and you have 10 stops. Landstar's taking 35% of all that stop pay. Which I don't understand. Like, I'm cool with the 35%. You get nothing and you'll be happy. Yeah. Landstar takes quite a bit of revenue, but they also back us drivers 100%. I don't have an issue with Landstar. I understand how it works. I still make good money. I avoid taking loads with like stop pay versus unloading pay, because if it's touch freight or securement, something like that, we get 100% of it. So you just try to avoid certain loads with certain accessorials listed, so you don't get screwed out of your money, basically. Against the World Logistics posted a video about Mercer. They apparently don't give the load until everyone that's empty declines the load. I don't know anything about Mercer. Other than you have a trailer payment, they still take a pretty good percentage of it. And yeah, that's really all I know about it. And they're based out of like Louisville in a really crappy downtown location. That's just from other drivers talking about how terrible it is to get in and out of their location. So yeah, you got any more questions, feel free to ask. I'll be honest with you. I don't mind. Honestly, I think Landstar is a great company to be at. It's a pain in the butt to get on. It's expensive to like truck here, but this week alone, I've gotten fuel both times I've filled up. The first time I filled up in, where did I fill up at? Oh, where did I get fuel? Battle Creek, Michigan. we got $1.15 off a gallon. I saved $172 with Landstar's discount getting fuel there. What's going on, Tommy? What else? And I also filled up in Troy, Illinois at the TA, and it was $1.19 discount. So it was 190 something dollars there. So almost $400 that I've saved in 1 week alone on fuel discounts at TA. So I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Plus my insurance is way cheaper than pretty much any owner operator out there as far as like they're independent. You know, like we get a huge discount at Landstar. Total a month I pay just under $300 for my insurance and occupational and all that stuff. So it's not bad. I'm happy here. The sleeper is still kind of where it is. I haven't spent any more money on it just because just trying to recoup and take care of things at home. I was not financially ready to take off a month, but it is what it is. And we're okay. We're good. We're just working, stacking up money, and doing what we need to do. Oh, you're a local driver in Better Dakota? I don't know where that is, but I know where Dakota is. But find it interesting to learn owner-operator and lease. Owner-operator, like leasing on somewhere with a truck, I think is a great opportunity. It's something great to do. Because you have a big company with discounts, tire discounts. I can go get a PM done at TA with Landstar's discount, and it's like $325 versus, just pulling in somewhere and getting a PM done. $500-$600 easy. But I also use conventional oil. I have a Series 60 Detroit, so it's pretty basic. I don't have all this other stuff. The Better Dakota. I assumed as much, but I didn't want to assume at the same time, so... Does Landstar require the fender mirrors, and are drivers allowed to pull their own trailers? Yes, you can pull your own trailer. They do require a passenger side mirror or camera, so whatever your option is, but they provide the mirrors. So I've gone through 4 mirrors since I've been at Landstar because they just rust, the nuts on them, whatever will rust, and I've actually had a mirror break when I got it out of a shop. The mirror was busted, so yeah, Landstar will provide those at orientation, and they're free. So, yeah, I like the look of a truck without the hood mirrors, but, I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather have 2 on the front than the 1, because I think the 1 mirror looks funny. But, yeah. Yeah, so sleeper is just kind of, it's just on hold right now. I can show y'all, I don't care. Right now I just got the doors open because it is nice outside. The wind's been blowing. It is. Are you guys in the Midwest? Are you experiencing all the smoke and everything too? What about you in Dakota? Getting a lot of that smoke from Canada? I'm assuming it's from Canada because it's super foggy here. Bears look like bullhorn. I'm parked on the side of the road. I just called on you. Yeah, no, I'm parked right here on a public roadway. Like, there's the white line is like right there. It's great. Make sure you give them the right truck number. Must have skipped over me when they handed out the hood mirrors. Oh, you just asked for them, unless you got cameras. But it's required on when you get a Landstar inspection. Like, some places will be particular. Like, they got window tint on there, the hood mirrors, a couple other things that Landstar requires. I mean, my trailer failed an inspection with Landstar trailers. Failed the inspection because, what was that helicopter? On the taillights, some of them have the pop riveted ring around them, the metal ring. And I guess something happened when somebody else had the trailer, so they replaced it with a regular rubber gasket and a regular light in it. So it failed the inspection because it didn't have the anti-theft ring around the taillight. So I had to wait till the next day for them to get the parts to replace that. Like, that is how anal Landstar is. It's not a fail from DOT, they don't care as long as the lights are there and they work. But yeah. Okay, so you got an air quality alert. Notice clear blue skies. That was happening. My buddy that drives for Walmart said it was hazy. Yeah, it's really hazy up here in Northeast Indiana. I'm in Fargo, so I'm about 3 hours from the border. Wow. Yeah, I bet it's pretty nasty there. Oh no, you said it was no clear blue skies. Wow, that's interesting that you're that close. Is the other side of Canada on fire? I don't know. It's very hazy over here. Either way. Yeah, I don't mind. Oh, you asked if Landstar, if you could pull your own trailer. Yeah, you could pull your own trailer. Music City Transport pulls his own trailer. Wow. What's up? NRT trucking? 119 degrees in Arizona, dude. It's hot. But it's a dry heat, right? Isn't that how it works? I wonder what this helicopter's doing. They've just been circling around. I want to ride. I almost threw my drone up in the air, but I literally have the airport right here. That's probably not a good idea. But it's very hazy. You can see it everywhere. I'd show y'all outside, but I don't want y'all to see that I'm parked on the side of the road anymore, so more humid today than normal. Yeah. That's crazy about the inspection. I've been at Landstar 5 years, never gone in for a trailer inspection. Yeah, so I've gone in. Okay, I'm not gonna say I've only, but usually when I get a trailer inspection, oh, there's a plane taking off, and it's freaking cool. And he's airborne. Is whenever I get my truck inspected, so I'll go in for that. And that's what happened. I had to get my truck inspected because I was in the shop for the 30 days or whatever it was. I had my 120 lapsed, so I didn't have a choice. I had to do it before I get back on the road. And surprisingly, Landstar did not call about my trailer, because usually they only give you like 11 days, and then they are like, hey, your trailer's been sitting, we're gonna send somebody to come get that. Nobody called about mine, which was nice. So I got to keep my trailer after sitting in the shop that long, because I was really worried that they would take it and then I'd have to get on the trailer pool list, and yeah, like that would have sucked. But interesting. Yeah, Tom, if you want to see the inside, I can show you real quick. Where's the helicopter? Oh, he's somewhere around. He keeps flying around. Let me turn this around for you guys. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Yeah. Simple, right? Nothing too crazy. That whole bed, the ladder up there is genius, because I can lay the bed down and the ladder comes down right here, and it's perfect. Oh, does Landstar haul freight up this way? Let me turn this back around. In North Dakota, I've hauled freight into South Dakota before. I know guys that go all over, yeah, the 94, and yeah, there's freight up there. It's not. See, Landstar doesn't really have their own freight per se. Like, they're not a Jones trucking outfit that has their own freight and then they disperse it between their drivers. It's more of like whatever's on the load board. Like, we haul a lot of C.H. Robinson freight, Schneider, J.B. Hunt, and then like all these other agencies. We haul freight just about anywhere. I drive like 15 miles though. Yeah, there's freight up there in Bismarck and Grand Forks, all that. Yeah, yeah. I've seen freight going up into Alaska. I see a lot of that. I've seen a lot of freight going into Montana and Wyoming and yeah, North Dakota, South Dakota. Bismarck, there's a lot of freight going to Bismarck. I don't really go. I stay basically from, I'd say, Pittsburgh to Kansas City. So I kind of stay in between that block. And then like Birmingham, I'll go to Atlanta, Columbus, Georgia, and then up to Chicago, maybe Milwaukee area, or Minnesota. I go into Minnesota, but it has to be decent freight. But generally, I like to stay where I can pick up and deliver the next day. So anything I can pick up today and then have enough hours and miles to get there tonight, shut down on property, and then deliver in the morning. That's how I like to do it. I'm not a run cross country, give me something that's 700-800 miles. It's a waste of time. It takes too long to get all that stuff delivered, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's the kind of freight I like to haul. Lighter freight, obviously. I love light freight. But I'll haul $275 a mile before Landstar's cut. I mean, I've deadheaded home from Chicago for free, so it's, yeah. I figured out that if you keep track of your expenses and how much your truck needs to make per mile for the week, month, whatever you want to do it by, you can haul cheaper freight that keep going and like keep trucking versus sitting and waiting. Be like, well, everything's under $3 a mile here, or I have to deadhead 125 miles to pick up a load that's $305 a mile. I think 2024 is going to be dry on freight. I mean, I don't know. I probably should. I don't really pay attention to like the market forecasts and all that kind of stuff. I've never been that guy to watch the news and figure out what the stock market is doing or any of that. Maybe I'm way off base here from what you're getting your information from, but I mean, if there's freight, I'll haul it. If there's not, I'll figure something else out to do. Yeah, that's really it for me. I try not to haul anything heavy over Mont Eagle. I'll do tanker loads as far as different, like the totes, hauling multiple totes. I'll do those, but I won't do a full trailer of them because I don't think the dry vans are designed to handle that much weight. Like 42,000, 43,000 of a tanker load where the freight is sloshing and it's all strapped to the walls. Like there's no anchorage to the actual floor, like a flatbed or something like that. I just don't. To me, it scares the crap out of me because everything's just anchored to the wall as far as your straps go to hold, the totes. And you get 10 totes in here. That's a lot of weight and a lot of slosh and a lot of surge that I don't want to particularly deal with. So I'm reading comments here just to see if I missed anything. Yeah, you can smell the smoke here too, Merrick. It's it's definitely like wood smoke. It smells like campfire. Sometimes it's not constant, but you get a nice whiff of campfire every now and then. Yeah, I've only run across Robbie a couple times. Like I've passed OT Rookie more than I've passed Robbie. But Robbie his truck and the Landstar trailer stands out a whole lot. But OT Rookies, it's kind of hard to tell unless you know what it looks like. But I've seen him. I've seen Who else have I crossed paths with? Why can't I think of his name? Wicked Intent, his semi. That thing, believe it or not, is a Freightliner Classic, which is wild. Doesn't look like that now. But I've seen him. I don't know, a lot of you guys pass me on the road. I get people all the time. Several times a week, somebody just hollers at me on the radio. And I never usually know what they're driving or who it is. Unless they comment, on a video or send me a message on Instagram, let me know I passed them. But yeah. It's definitely interesting going down the road and somebody's like, hey, what's up, Nomad? What's up? It's pretty neat. You guys come up and say hi to me in a truck stop or, all sorts of different places. It's pretty neat. I gotta start keeping some, let me clean this thing off real quick. Hey, there you go. Start keeping some stickers or something in the truck to give you guys whenever I see y'all. If I had to replace my truck, what would I buy? I think the obvious answer would be a W900. Let's see here. Like a 389, 379. But if I had to go, like, if money wasn't an option or it wasn't a factor with getting a new truck, like if I just, whatever the case would be, it'd be a W900 with a studio sleeper. That would be my ideal. I'd love an older one with a Detroit, but if it had to be a new truck, a new aerodynamic truck, either a T680, the new ones with like the sharp edges. I love those trucks. I think they look good. Or preferably over that, I would like to have like a Peterbilt 386. But do they still make those? They still making like new 386s? I have no idea. I know they're not making the 389 anymore or something like that. I don't know. I don't keep up with all these companies. Hopefully I don't have to replace my truck. I've been staying West Coast and see trucking for race cars a lot. Yeah, I'm sure up and down the West Coast you guys run into each other quite a bit. I mean, there's only like 4 highways out there, right? There's a lot of land out there, though. Sorry, I had a rock in my shoe. What's going on, train boy? What's everybody's plans for the week? Anybody out there receiver, shipper, or whatever for Monday? I haven't been home since the 4th of July. I left on the 4th. And yeah, been on the road since. It's been a long... What are we at here? 1, 2, 3 weeks. I'll be looking to buy a truck in about 3 years when I hang up my gun and badge. Do you know of anyone who is selling a 2005 Classic XL? No, I have no idea. And in 3 years, is that what you said? I'll be looking to buy a truck in about 3 years. Yeah, I don't even know what the truck market would look like in 3 years, or what the requirements for the trucks. Like, I know that they're trying to get rid of like anything pre-emission, so I don't know. No, but I mean, stay on Facebook and all those like trucker, the truck paper, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know anybody that's selling anything right now, honestly. I've only seen Nathan Galloway, that's a YouTuber. Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen his truck. I hope to see it. His big, he's got a big Kenworth, right, with the Hulk on the side. I've seen his stuff on YouTube, but I've never seen him in person. I've seen Trucker, or 615 Trucker, off of Instagram. I don't think he does YouTube, but I've seen his Century class and a few other Instagram trucks on the road to FFE to get my CDL back, and they are paying for it. Nice. I trained with a company, RE West, out of Ashland City, Michigan, and they pay you to train. They pay you. There's no obligation whatsoever. It used to be like it was $5,000 school as long as you did 100,000 miles. They gave you that $5,000 back, but they kept it once you got on your own, a nickel a mile until you did your 100,000. Then they gave you a bonus at 100,000 miles. But let's see here. I definitely agree the new T680s look sharp. I've heard they have quality issues though. The day cabs look slick, especially in certain colors. My company runs Freightliner and Peterbilt. Nice. I'm on 6-week break in Daytona Beach. Nice. Too hot to drive. Ain't that the truth? It's actually pretty nice here. Like I can't complain. Oh hey, the Coppers is back. Going back to his little hidey hole, I guess. It's definitely been hot. Like I've noticed my oil temp gets up to like 210. This is running 70 mile an hour. My water will fluctuate, or coolant temp will fluctuate between 180 and 200. It just like seems to keep going up and down. What else? Yeah, my transmission temp runs, she'll run at like 200, 205, kind of right in there. But when the sun finally starts to go down, you know, everything goes back down. I'm like 180, 190 for the oil temp, and you know 175 for my coolant. And then obviously the transmission is down to like 150. So it's definitely hot, and the truck knows it. A handful of Volvo and KWs. I think there's one Volvo sleeper and 2 day cabs in the entire fleet. I wonder, largest trucking channel. I would say wow, I'm drawing a blank right now. I can see him. The dude in Florida. He doesn't really truck anymore. Why can't I think of his name? I know y'all know who I'm talking about. Like straight up drawing a blank right now. Wow. What is his name? Oh my goodness. This is embarrassing. Asian Mai. His trucking channel. Yeah. I think he's got 100 something thousand subscribers. Like he's got the biggest trucking channel. Just Trucking has a pretty good sized channel too. But I don't think it's anywhere near Asian Mai. But I haven't followed Just Trucking. I know of him, but I don't know. Never talked to him, never any of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I know he's up there in subscribers. But I think the Asian Mai Show, see there it is. Yeah, Asian Mai Show. I think his channel is the Mutual Trucker, Trucking Together. Yeah, the Trucking Together, they blew up. They had a solid channel, or they have a solid channel. They definitely made some good decisions. They get good stuff. Mutual Trucker, I don't know who that is. Yeah, he does. Alex Nino. Is that Asian Mai? 1.9 million? No way. That's a trucking channel? Isn't that Asian Mai, Alex? What's his name? I don't know. I've never met him, never talked to him in person or anything like that. He does put out good content. I like a lot of his stuff. Just info, and yeah, he does a good job. It's fun how these guys just sit over here and hang out. What if there's a lot of break-ins in this area, or if there's like why they hang out here, like in the woods? It's interesting. I'm gonna have to look up this jeez. Alex Nino. 1.29 million subscribers. That's a lot. Okay, so yeah, I don't even know who that is. Never even heard of him. Oh, our helicopter's back. Y'all hear that? I know it sounds like a lawnmower driving by. Did y'all see that? I think y'all did. What's up, Alvin? How are you doing this evening? Da 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 da. Good. Glad you're doing good, man. Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Does anybody know of a good polish shop that they would recommend? Like you would straight up, like, this is where you go? Because I know of a few. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna go and actually get it done. My thing is more of a time issue. Like, I don't want to spend 2 days down getting everything polished. 5-6 hours, something like that, I'm cool with. I know the guys in Florida down there in the truck stop right there, the chrome shop, whatever that is, Wildwood. I know they're there, but I don't go to Florida, so that's really kind of out of the question for me. Brunson, South Carolina. Love your videos. Keep them coming. Hey, thank you, Toby. I appreciate it. Definitely going to keep them coming. We won't have any for another, I don't know, probably another week at least. Doing softball, so we are going to be busy with that, spending time with the family. Yeah, it's just softball, big World Series tournament. Looking forward to it. It's not cheap. I've been at it for almost an hour. I reckon I am going to call my wife, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'm going to check on her and see how they're doing, and just get an update, see how far out they are. And I will see you guys down the road. If you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Message me on Instagram. You can email me, whatever. P.O. Box if you write letters, all that kind of old school stuff. It's all in the description of these videos. Thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate all the love and support with you guys. Until next time, y'all be good. Stay safe. Let your family know you love them. Continue to seek God and praise Him. Give Him thanks. And carry a weapon because you are your first responder. See y'all.